Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cask 529. Today I'm joined again by Shona. This is getting to be a habit. It's kind of nice actually. And as I promised the other night, I thought we were going to do 2 Manhattans. That was my plan. Shona let me know a little while ago we're going to do 3.
We are.
She's actually going to do one herself. My 2 are going to be a really good Bourbon Manhattan. For that I'll use Woodford. And the other one is going to be a Tequila Manhattan that's also phenomenal. And then Shona, I'll let her tell you what we're going to do as far as hers goes.
So on mine, I'm just going to do the classic Manhattan, which is the original recipe from 1880 from the Manhattan's Club in New York City. And so that recipe just called for 2 ounces of American whiskey. So we're going to tonight use Woodford Reserve. And it also calls for 1 ounce of an Italian Vermouth. So tonight I have this Italian Vermouth here that we're going to be using, and of course some bitters. And so I just wanted, Bryan and I have never made just a classic Manhattan.
We have not.
We've always, our friends introduced us to the Manhattans that he's going to make with the Averna, and let me tell you, they are hard to not have.
It's hard.
They're very good. And so I wanted us to have a classic Manhattan to compare the newer traditional methods of making a Manhattan with before we, so we could taste all 3 and see which ones, is the classic the best or which ones are the best.
I'm anxious to taste it.
Yeah, me too actually. So, the classic Manhattan, like I said, takes 2 ounces of your American whiskey or bourbon, so whichever one you guys prefer, it doesn't really matter. Now, original, you can use both, but a lot of people always use rye whiskeys for Manhattans. Again, we told you previously, we're not big rye drinkers, but there will be a rye show coming up soon. But you can make it with either. You don't have to make it with a rye. Supposedly a rye whiskey makes it just a little bit spicier, so if you want more of a spicy taste, make sure that you pick up a rye to make yours with.
And I think that rye show that she mentioned will probably be coming next week.
Yes.
We'll know more this weekend about that, but I think next week.
And so then you have the 2 ounces of bourbon, and you're going to have 1 ounce of vermouth, Italian vermouth. And I see that you haven't opened that one yet, so while I'm working on this, if you want to open that, so.
Excuse me.
And then the original classic just calls for the aromatic bitters, so you just put a couple dashes of that in. And the original classic Manhattan was always stirred, never shaken. So we are going to be putting some ice in there.
Sorry.
Okay. And you're just going to get that really good and cold. I'm going to strain that out into a martini glass here.
It looks good.
And just garnish that with a cocktail cherry. And that is the classic Manhattan.
Fabulous.
Now, the question is, do we want to taste that or wait till the end and taste them all?
I think we should have a sip of it.
All right. Do you want to go first? You want
Go
me to
ahead.
first? Okay.
I may not get it.
You may not. I like it a lot. We should have this more often.
That is distinctively different from what I'm about to make, but it is very good.
Yeah, because you'll see the ones Brian's going to make are going to be a little bit sweeter.
We're going to take the edge off that sweetness with some orange bitters,
Right.
but they're definitely sweeter than the classic.
And as Brian will tell you, I like chewing on wood, so
She
that's
does.
probably why I really like this one. So we're going to sit this one out here. I'm going to move to the left.
I'm also going to say that we order Manhattans a lot when we're at dinner in different places. And those are classic Manhattans. They don't really compare to what she just mixed up. That's phenomenal.
Well, really, I mean, when you're ordering a drink out, it's really what bourbon that you're ordering it with.
Right.
Never, well, I shouldn't say never, but you probably shouldn't ever really order with just the house bourbon because you're going to get the bottom of the barrel.
Absolutely.
And so, pick a bourbon that you like and, be picky like that. Order it with the bourbon that you want. And I think from what I read, the Vermouth really makes it, which we definitely know by using the Averna, which is an Italian liqueur. But a friend of mine had highly recommended this several months ago, and I've used it in various drinks, and it's very good as well.
Great. So what I'm going to start with is 1 ounce of just simple syrup. And I know that Shona has made simple syrup, but we've just got a little bit of this left, so we'll use it up. Like I said, 1 ounce of that. And then we do 1 ounce of the Averna, the Italian liqueur that Shona mentioned. We're in Ohio. This is kind of hard to get. We ordered, I believe, off of Amazon. Is that correct?
We have ordered it from Amazon. We have also ordered it from Top Shelf, which is an online liquor store. And I know if you purchase over $99, it's free shipping, so I'm all about that. Or it used to be. I don't want to quote that because it might have changed. But Top Shelf is where I got it the last time.
So I've got my 1 ounce of simple syrup, 1 ounce of Averna, and now I'm going to come behind that with 2 ounces of the Woodford Reserve. We told you guys one time that we use a lot of Woodford here, and that's why we generally buy it in the large jug. Just a little less trips to the liquor store. Put 2 good dashes of orange bitters. And if you'll give me some ice in there. I'm going to stir that just because that's how I usually make them, as I stir them. Guess I could use the other spoon for the next one.
Yeah, with the tequila.
And we will just strain that into another martini glass. I just know how good that is. And we will drop cocktail cherry into there. And that is a Woodford and Averna Manhattan. Would you like to taste?
Absolutely.
Did I get it right?
You did. Very good.
So good. So good. All right. Another. Now, for the grand finale, so to speak, we will do the Tequila Manhattan. And again, I'm going to start off with simple syrup, but this time I am going to use an agave syrup. Oh, I'm not prepared again. I didn't open it.
We're prepared at all for your Tequila Manhattan. We'll get you there.
Good thing Shona takes care of me. Okay, again, 1 ounce of agave syrup. And I'm going to use the Averna again. 1 ounce of that.
And in this one, we've also had it with a sweet vermouth, just a regular sweet vermouth, and it is very good. So if you can't get your hands on Averna for this one, you know, if you pick up a sweet vermouth, I know there's several available in the liquor stores. Just pick one up and make sure you try it.
And I'm using a De Leon tequila for this.
But I think it's fair that we tell the viewers that it is important that you use one of the darker tequilas, not just Jose Cuervo.
Right.
Like you want the Añejo. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Añejo.
That is, I believe that's how you say it, but that is
tequila.
important that you get the Añejo.
Yeah, you do not want just to get Jose Cuervo like a white tequila or anything like that to make it.
Whew, that was close. Getting excited. Okay, 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of simple syrup, 1 ounce of Averna, 2 ounces of tequila. Now you're probably thinking, I thought that was a bourbon show. Well, technically it's cask. So anything that's aged in a barrel, we can get away with.
In fact, I believe next week, when we're back on, we're going to have a couple friends over, and we're going to have a tequila tasting show.
I'm sorry, two dashes of the orange bitters again.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's all right.
I am a huge tequila fan.
Very much.
Very much. And so I have some wonderful tequilas that I am anxious to share. With a couple good friends that are going to be over next week. And so we're going to kind of do a tequila blind tasting to see which tequilas they like the best.
And one of the friends, Perry, is actually also a tequila drinker.
Very much so, yeah.
So, at least 3 of us are going to have a good time on that show. This is made identical to the last Manhattan, other than we use the tequila instead of the Woodford, and agave syrup instead of simple syrup. The taste, although similar as far as sweetness goes, is very distinct. So I think we'll let Shona drink the classic and I'll have these two.
You probably should.
Now what we're going to do, because it's tequila, you can't very well put a cherry in there. We're going to put a real thin slice of lime on top of that. And we'll let Shona give that a shot.
I'm not gonna lie,
You gotta share.
delicious. As soon as I am a big bourbon fan, I'm not gonna lie, but tequila has my heart, it always will. When you smell this one right on the nose, you instantly feel that salt, like smell the salt from the tequila. And it's just...
So you're not giving this one up?
No, I doubt if I give that one up.
You can actually taste that salt.
Very good.
Yeah, it's good. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these. Definitely make them at home. You'll never have another Manhattan out after you've had these.
You won't.
You really won't. So we've got the classic Manhattan, the Woodford Manhattan, and then the Tequila Manhattan. All of them are phenomenal. I think we'll probably get the ingredients put in the description.
Absolutely.
So you guys will be able to make these at home.
Yep.
We appreciate you joining us. Please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and even the bell. And until next time, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.